So for today's video, we will be learning on the property, plant, and equipment with down payment. So we are done discussing on the property, plant, and equipment directly paid in full. So now we will be learning on the property, plant, and equipment with a down payment. So the transaction is bought desktop computer for 55,000, paid down payment in paid 50% down and balance in 30 days. So in this particular problem, you as the company paid 50% from this whole amount. And then from this whole amount, for example, 55% times 55,000 times 50% is equal to pila man ato i-solve. Oopsie. Okay, 55,000 times 0.50% is equal to 27,500. Okay, so this is your down payment for the desktop computer. Now, the 55,000 minus your down payment of 27,000, that would be 27,000. So this 27,000 is your due on 30 days. It means that you will be paying this 27,000 from January 18, you will count 30 days. So, dun mo babayaran ang nabilin nga amount na kailangan mong bayaran. Okay. So, we go back to the transaction. So, bought desktop computer, it means that you are acquiring a equipment. Okay. For this one, in naming an equipment or a property, plant, and equipment, you directly use the general term or the general name, which is the computer. So you will write computer, or you will use this account, computer account title, computer equipment. Okay. So as a computer equipment, this is an asset. Bakit naging asset ito? Kasi ito ay isang kagamitan para sa company. So, para mag-transact ang isang company, kailangan niya ng desktop computer. So, it is an asset for the company. So, when you bought a desktop computer, an asset to the company, it means that you are increasing your asset via property, plant, and equipment. Now, you paid 50%. So, when you are paying 50%, or when the word paid is in the transaction, you are using cash. Okay, so it means that when the paid word is in the transaction, it means that you are decreasing your cash. Right? Kasi may inilabas kang pera mula sa company para bilhin mo ang desktop computer. So that is why your cash is decreasing. And cash also is an asset. Okay, now, in the problem, you have a balance due on 30 days. So, this is the 27,000. So, this balance is what we call accounts payable. Okay, if you remember, on the last video that we've discussed, we've already discussed the accounts receivable, right? You remember the video, particularly services on credit. So, nandun, makikita mo si accounts receivable. Accounts receivable, it means that the customer is liable to pay you an amount. The accounts payable, it means that you, the owner, is liable on paying an amount to the supplier where you get your desktop computer. So as you can see, there are 3 account titles involved in this transaction. Okay, these are computer equipment, cash, and then your accounts payable. Why? It is because you had bought a desktop computer and then you paid it in 50% and then another 50% is due on 30 days. So from this transaction, tatlong accounts ang gagamitin natin sa iyong journal entry. So let us record it in your journal. Okay, class. So this is how you will write the transaction on your general journal. So as you can see, in your transaction, January 18 ang kanyang date. So isusulat mo ang 18 sa day. Now, as you notice, we have 3 accounts, right? So when you are to bought a desktop computer, a computer equipment, it means you are increasing your asset. And when you are paying, it means that you are using a cash. And then, when you are paying and using a cash, it means that you are decreasing your cash. And you have a balance due on 30 days. So when an asset is increasing, it is on the debit side. When an asset is decreasing, it is on the credit side. Now, accounts payable. What is accounts payable? An accounts payable is a liability account. Okay. A liability account. So, when a liability account, in this transaction, you are increasing your accounts payable. So, nag-increase yung ang dapat mong bayaran. Tama? So, kapag ang liability ay nag-increase, you are to record it on the credit side. So, nakita nyo ba? Isa yung para sa debit, isa yung para sa credit, at another para sa credit. So, ganito mo isulat para sa general journal. Wait a sec. Okay, so ang una mong isusulat ang iyong debit, which is the computer equipment. So, dapat yung tandaan na ang una nyo talagang isusulat ay ang inyong debit account. Bakit? Kasi kung isusulat nyo ang inyong credit account, hindi nyo na masusunod yung linya nila. As you can see, nakalinya sila. Next, another credit account, which is the cash. Because it is decreasing. Okay. A credit account is cash. Next, another credit account, because when a liability is increasing, it is on the credit side. And the account title is accounts payable. Okay. Accounts payable. Okay, class. So this type of entry is what we call as compounded entry. Why it is called as compounded entry? Because there are 2 accounts on one side. Diba? Dalawa yung mga account title na makikita mo sa debit side. So that is why it is called a compounded entry. So, to write your explanation, you are to write it as to record the bought desktop computer paying 50% down payment and the balance due on 30 days. Okay, so what will be the amounts that you will be writing on each of the side for the debits and the credits? So for the debits, you will directly enter the whole amount of the desktop computer. So in this problem, the whole amount of the desktop computer is 55,000. So you will write 55,000 on the debit side straight to the computer equipment account title. Okay, now, So you are done with the debit. Now, you are to write the credit side. So for the credit side, we've already have a computation on what are the amounts. So for the down payment, which is the 50%, it is 27,500. And for the due on 30 day, the amount is 27,500. So this is your cash and this is your accounts payable. So you will write the amounts, the two amounts on the credit side. So straight on the account title cash, you will write the 27,500. Next, straight to the accounts payable, you will write again the 27,500. As you can see, even though it is a compounded entry, both of the amounts are in balance. So if i-add mo yung dalawang 27,500, ang equivalent noon ay 55,000. Yes. So, balanse pa rin ang iyong journal entry. Balanse pa rin ang iyong accounting equation. So, this is how you will write, or this is the entry for the property, plant, and equipment with a down payment. And this is what a compounded entry looks like. Remember, always remember that your debit amounts and your credit amount should be in balance. Not all the time that they are all the same in amounts. There are some instances na ganito ang kanyang mga amounts. So, dapat balanse pa rin sila. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something on today's video. Thank you very much. Good day.